John Wild here with the Eagle Guys. This is a quick video here because I'm answering some questions about aerosol cans for the most part. What to do with them? Are they recyclable? How can you recycle them? Blah, blah, blah. We're going to cover these things, okay? First and foremost, you need to check with your local municipality on your curbside recycling or any drop-off that might have it if they take any kind of aerosol cans. I'm going to show this one for an example. This is a PAM can. A PAM can. Okay, it is steel. There's your proof. Okay, and aerosol cans are under pressure. Now they used to have some bad stuff in these things, CFCs and all that. They don't have those anymore. But you always need to check on the back of the can and see where somewhere on here it says either no CFCs or it may say contains CFCs. Now, if it says contains CFCs in any way, shape, or form, it's a toxic can. Toxic. And you need to collect anything that says contains CFCs and box them up and take them to your local hazardous waste material drop-off area for proper disposal. Don't throw those in the trash. First, you're throwing steel away. Secondly, you're throwing deadly chemicals into the atmosphere, into the air, into the water. Yeah, it's happening. So try to be careful. Now, it's rare that any of these cans still exist to have CFCs in it, but it's always a good idea just to look at the back and check real quick to see if they do or if they don't. Now, all the cans that I have, because I will never purchase anything that has CFCs in it like this, they don't. So I'm good. Okay. So let's talk about how to recycle these things, because these can be very dangerous. Some municipalities don't take them, even though they don't have CFCs in them, strictly because they're under pressure. And if this thing heats up, it can blow up like a bomb and it can cause injury. If it's punctured the wrong way, it could potentially explode or take off or whatever. So these are very dangerous to recycle. Some municipalities, some curbside recycling say, hey, you know, when you're finished with your can, just put it in your recycle bin just the way it is. Don't puncture it. Don't do anything. Put it in there. We'll work all that out. Some say don't throw them away. I've actually seen people send me stuff all the time. I saw one time where there was a municipality, I forget the name of it, said wrap it 3 times in plastic and paper and throw it in the trash. Really? So not only are we wasting the steel that is becoming a real commodity these days, but we're going to wrap it in plastic, which doesn't need to be put in the landfill. Then we're going to take perfectly good paper that could be recycled and wrap it again in that and then throw it away? Really? Really? Okay, so what do you do? Now, if there is no municipality pickup, there is no place in your area to drop these off, can you send these to us at the Eagle Guys to be properly recycled in our mail-in recycling programs? The answer to that is absolutely yes, you can. What can you send? Well, you know, anything. Here's one that is Rust-Oleum. It's spray paint. I mean, yeah, right here. That's toxic chemicals. That's paint inside these things, and they're under tremendous pressure. You can send it to us with the caps on. And then you have this type right here, which is an aluminum. You can always tell because of the way it is. It's light. You always have your trusty magnet if you're a good recycler. It doesn't stick. These are aluminum cans, and I'm going to show you what we can do with those too. Now, the most important thing though is if you're going to package these things up and send it to us, we just simply say get a nice box and then just put them in a box, label it, send it to us. Well, we ask that you please, if you're going to buy something at the store, use all the product. Use it all. Try not to send us stuff that's got stuff in it. I mean, I can never understand. I get stuff in the mail like PAM and things like that all the time, and even spray paint that's half used. Why would you buy something and only use half of it? Some people say, well, you know, I had a project and it only took a half a can. So what do? Well, there's a couple things. One, it's really dangerous to ship paint and other chemicals in a can to be recycled. It's just not smart. So what you can do is, the first thing is try to find an organization, either a church, maybe a Habitat for Humanity, art class, a school that might want to take your unused paint so they can use it on their own projects. See if they can do it. And then, of course, encourage them when they're finished with the can to recycle. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump it. When they're finished with the can, to recycle the can. So try to encourage that, okay? If there is no place to put it, and it is not a deadly chemical. Now, if it's a can of CFCs or coolant or anything that is really super toxic and dangerous, those need to go to your municipality for proper disposal. Don't try to send things like that to us. Try your best to get it disposed of properly where you're at first. Now, if worst case scenario and you have to send it to us, I can never get these things off. Ugh. Well, I was going to show you to take it off and then take the little spout out, but the spout fell. Let me see if I can grab that off my floor. That's interesting. So if you want to send it to us, pop the cap off, take the little spray thing out, okay? Put that in your plastic recyclables, reattach the lid, and then send it to us. That's or if this does get detached again, it won't spray, it won't hit. So there you go. That's why we asked you to do that. So I'm going to try to stick that back on without actually activating the spray paint. Okay, so that's how you get this that to us. So you can ship it to us. Same thing with your cooking sprays, any other kind of sprays, your bug spray. Here's an example. Things like this, off spray, you know. This is, okay, so what do I do here? Well, it's simple. Pop it off, mail it to us. You can put this in your curbside recycling or put this in the box as well with it, as long as it's just disconnected so it doesn't accidentally spray. But again, with me, I go to the store, it's empty. You know, you can still hear some air because it's under pressure, but I used all the product. Excuse me. So there you go. Just pop the things off and send it to us. When we get it, we put it through a special process, a special machine that punctures a hole in it safely, and it works perfectly fine. Aluminum ones, we kind of do the same thing. If you want to recycle at home, because you love aluminum, we just take a wrench or a pair of pliers and you just peel the top off, because that's going to be steel. Top of these things are usually steel. That's aluminum, but it's got a lot of plastic on it, so you need to separate that, okay? And I usually just stick that in my shred pile, plastic and all, right there, whole thing in my shred pile. And then you got 100% aluminum. This is a hand sanitizer, 100% aluminum thing to go into your aluminum and get paid for it. There are some toothpastes out there that come in an aluminum can like this, things like that. So you're being very environmental by buying things in aluminum cans and steel cans, because aluminum and steel can be recycled over and 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 over, and not lose its consistency, not go away. They're great containers to use. So yes, there is a way to recycle your aerosol cans. Don't listen to people that say just throw it away. My God, don't do that. That is the worst thing you can do. Worst case scenario, the ecoguys.info, get in touch with us, or the ecoguys@yahoo.com, and we will help. We'll tell you how to package things up, mail it to us for proper recycling of these items. And we get probably a box every other day with aerosol cans in it, and everyone does a great job of emptying them, packaging them, sending it to us, because in their area they just won't recycle it. We will. John Weil with the Eco Guys. Any questions, of course, comments, like, share, subscribe, and look for our Cash App link and throw us some cash here. We really do need donations. We try not to put commercials on these things. And all of the donations, every one of them, goes to our recycling efforts, clean up, green up, planting trees, everything that we can do to help the environment. So if you can spare a few dollars, that would be appreciated. Anyway, send us your aerosol cans. Recycle them. Take recycling seriously. Have a great day. Stay green, get wild.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.